Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. 1988 Porsche 911 Targa. Talk about classic cars. This car for sure, every single time people see these and they go, this is a Porsche, you know? Porsche has gone through several design iterations over time, but for everyone else, like when you see this car go down the road, it could have no stickers, emblems, or anything. 99% of the people would know that this is a Porsche. You know, whether you say Porsche or Porsche, doesn't really matter, but the nice thing about this car is we have a lot of documentation. For instance, this is pretty cool. We have the original window sticker, a copy of it at least, okay? Keep in mind, in 1988, this car was almost $51,000. That's well over $100,000 today, and a Targa is not listed. So these cars back then were very, very expensive for their time. That's why there's so few of these built. And when you can find a nice one that's got documented service history, this car has been repainted because, you know, 30 years old, which is not uncommon for these cars. And it's had a beautiful job done. It's been wet sanded, and I wanted to show you guys real quick the quality of the paint, which may be actually even a little nicer than the factory paint job. So you can read that really nicely in there. Color's called Cassis Red Metallic. It's really very nice. And it's different. It's not bright red, so it's not so much in your face, you know, like 911s. The interesting thing too is most of these cars were bright red. Today's modern Porsches that are sold from the late 90s to all the way up to 2011, very few red ones, very few. It went the other way. So these cars, to find them that aren't bright red, are pretty rare. To find them in a Targa, make them even rarer. And I could look up to see maybe how many of these things were built, but not a whole lot of them. If I'm not mistaken, there were less than 1,400 Targas built. Let's just say there was 1,500 Targas built for the US. That's it, 1,500 for the entire year. We're not, you know, they make that many Camrys in 20 minutes. So anyway, kind of a cool car. But what I did want to do is I wanted to show you how easy it is to take off the Targa top. So you come out of work, because this is nice and solid, and it's got drip rails built in, so the water doesn't roll down on your leg when you open the door. And it's got two little handles inside. What it does is it just folds up and goes right underneath the hood there, and you have open air, kind of convertible motoring with the safety of all of this built in. So inside here is a roll bar. You got full glass back here, things like that. But I'll show you real quick with the top off. Super complicated. Takes a really long time to do. And boom, you can just fold it right on up and put it in the, it folds in half. I don't know if I was gonna do that because I'm gonna keep doing the video, but look how different the car looks now. It has a whole different look. It's great motoring. It's not super, super breezy. Believe it or not, there's decent storage in here. Okay, soft bags all fit nicely inside. As with most sports cars you buy, if you're gonna get a sports car, you're gonna have to have soft luggage because it just fits really, really well. Plus behind the seats, if you're not carrying anybody, by the way, a lot of people don't know that 911s are four-seaters. You can actually sit somebody back there, kids and stuff like that. I'm not sure that you'd want to take, you know, maybe a 3-hour trip if you're an adult in the back of that to the beach, but kids love it back there. Plus, it sounds great back there because the engine's back there. And most people, if your dad or mom's a gearhead, somehow along the line you get bit by it too. Okay? So all nice stuff in here, and let's see. Optima battery, which is always a good sign. Okay? This kind of stuff just snaps in place. Okay. The way you close these is because the hoods are so light, they're impossible to slam. So just put your hand right there on the emblem, just make sure it's secure. These are optional 16-inch Fuchs wheels. They're on the window sticker. They're priced out at almost $800 in 1988. So that relates to, you know, probably a couple $1,000s today just for 16-inch wheels. 4-wheel disc brakes on this car all the way around. And here's a sign how you know sometimes people love their cars. Like it's not just a daily driver, you know, it's my love, it's my passion, it's my great little toy in my life. There's little stuff like this when they buy Porsche valve stem caps. I didn't put them on, the car came that way. That's kind of a good sign too. All right, this has the optional Whaletail on it, which looks really nice. Now they've taken the emblem off the back. We have the emblems in stock here if you want it. This person here took the emblem off the back, where it should say Carrera on it, or Targa. I love the emblem, so we can put that back on for you if you like. But let me open this up for you so you can see. All right, the heart of the 911's right in here. Look how nice and everything is detailed in here. It's hard to believe this is an 88. There's an air conditioning condenser here. This is the fan that blows air onto the engine. It's oil cooled too. 12 quarts of oil in this car, okay? Modern air conditioning. This had an old style compressor. They've updated to the modern style one. So this obviously was somebody's car that they wanted to drive, they wanted to enjoy, and they got rid of a lot of the deficiencies of some of these 80s vintage cars, okay? Original stickers are still here, which look really nice. Okay. Let's take a peek inside because although the paint looks great outside, it's got this beautiful matching leather interior. Let's go check that out. All right, so we move inside here. Okay, so a lot of the options on this car were very expensive. For instance, listed on here is a lumbar support seat. Just the lumbar alone was $500. Now that doesn't sound like a lot of money, but we're talking 1988, okay? A house was, you know, in the $40,000 range, or between $40,000 and $70,000, and these cars were as much as houses. Okay, and then it also has a power seat, which was an option. A lot of people don't realize too that mostly Porsches come with no standard stuff. And what's nice too is because I'm 6'1", these cars really fit nicely. You have a lot of room inside. We talked about the back seat back here. Check this out. You have this right here, or you can fold it down for a shelf for like a two-seater kind of look. You pull this little red knob here, and the seat folds down. Give you this nice look back here. Kind of cool. Seatbelt there. Red knob in. That's locked. Okay. All right. So it's got heating, air conditioning. Got the original Blaupunkt sound system in there with a cassette, which is kind of cool. Circa 1988. And they actually charged extra for that. That was the Reno radio, and that was an upgrade also. This has a factory short shift gear lever and the factory sport shocks too, which is also listed on the window sticker, which makes this car really, really rare. This could be the only one ever built similar to this, especially in these color combinations and all these options. You know, we're talking about a car that was $51,000. Traditional tack right in your face on Porsche, 160 speedometer, factory clock, full gauges. You know, here's your business. You're doing business. The tachometer, what's matter, you don't really care how fast you're going, you need to shift and you need to brake and you need to turn, and that's what these cars do really, really well. How about I start it for you and you'll hear that traditional chain cam-driven sound that these cars have made forever, and it just, I don't know, it's just very distinctive. If you're mechanical, you like mechanical things, and just the way they sound is awesome. Yeah, this is a great way to get into a Porsche without spending, you know, $70,000, $80,000, or $100,000. These cars traditionally have sold for the same price for years and years and years, and you can enjoy them a little bit. They're fairly reliable. I mean, they're just cool stuff, and they have some great luxury features too. Not only is it a great sports car, but you got your air conditioning, power windows, power locks, stuff like that, and I don't know, they're just great pieces. When you got documentation like the window sticker and whatever, it makes it even nicer. So anyway, nice 88 Targa, 301-816-1000. That's the number. Call us, and we'll tell you all about it.